Welcome to Carson, California, a vibrant, diverse city nestled in the center of Los Angeles County. Known for its strong sense of community, rich in cultural heritage, and commitment to progress. Today, we are honored to meet the person leading that vision, the mayor. Hello everyone, my name is Irene from Carson, California, and today is a very special day for me because I am here at the office of our Honorable Mayor Lula Davis Holmes. Madam Mayor, good afternoon and welcome.
Well, good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much for having us here today. So Mayor, I know my viewers are super excited to hear some inspirational message from you, an inspiring message from a woman like you. So let's start. Madam Mayor, what inspired you the most to dedicate your life to public service?
Well, I love people. And I always tell people I serve the people I love and I love the people that I serve. And that's what I found to be true here in the city of Carson. My residents are number one, top priority in each and every assignment, each and every vote that I make. I serve the residents of the great city of Carson, and I'm honored to be their mayor.
What challenges did you face as a first female Black mayor of Carson, and how did you overcome it?
Well, first of all, I take away that title that I'm the first Black female, even though it's true. I like residents to know that I serve all the people here in the city of Carson, whether they're Black, Hispanic, Latino, Caucasian. I am their mayor, and that's how I represent the city of Carson. And what inspired me was that as a councilwoman, I didn't like some of the decisions that were being made. As you know, and everyone that knows me, I do not support marijuana in the city of Carson. I didn't want any dispensaries or warehouses. My former mayor, whom I defeated, was supporting that idea, and my philosophy has always been that marijuana is a gateway to other drugs. And so that was a big challenge, and at that time I said, I'm going to either be a part of the problem or I'm going to be a part of the solution. And so I decided to be a part of the solution, and I ran for mayor against an incumbent mayor as a woman, the first woman to run for this office and to successfully win. And so I've started my second term. I was elected by the residents of Carson by an overwhelming majority, and which said they understood what I was trying to do for them as residents.
Who was your role model growing up, and how did they influence your journey?
Well, I had role models. I was growing up was my grandmother. My grandmother raised me, and she was very instrumental in, she was a strong woman, but she dedicated her life to raising her grandkids, in which I was fortunate to be one of them. And I'm named after my grandmother. Wow. Yeah, her name is Lula, my name is Lula. And I just watched the sacrifices that she made and to make sure that I became the woman that I am today. But politically, my role model was the great Juanita Miller McDonald. And she was our congresswoman, and I was and also Maxine Waters also, but Juanita taught me what it was to be a woman politician. And she'd always say, honey, you got to do this and you got to do that, and because it's a man's world, the majority of men, and even when I was working, I was the only female. So I just watched her. I watched her presence. I watched her demeanor. I watched how she handled difficult situations, and I would meet with her frequently. And I think she was the one that I can say guided my footsteps, because she was my mentor. I would call her, I'd work on her committees and her different projects that she had. She felt free to call me. A matter of fact, when I won the election, and it was a couple of days before she passed, she called me. She says, I want you to be graceful, gracious, and grateful. And that's what I have been. And she says, always know who you are and walk with your head held high.
Madam Mayor, like you, I am fortunate enough to have a mentor. She is the founder of Beautiful Homes for the Elderly, and she put me under her wings without asking for anything. And I've learned that it's important to listen to your mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we will discuss about youth and empowerment. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Chibugan Lechon at Ethan's Restaurant. We have all-day breakfast,
Short orders.
lechon. We're located in Carson, California.
Thank you po, Chibugan!
Thank you, Chibugan! Salamat po!
Welcome back, everyone. Madam Mayor, my next question to you is, what message do you have for young women who dream of becoming leaders to their communities?
One thing I tell young women that want to become leaders is to identify with a leader that you admire and work with them and follow their footsteps, because you have to have someone that you can get pertinent information from. And that's what I found with Juanita. She was someone that I just admired. And if you're going to have a mentor, you have to admire them and then understand what they're doing. It's some of the things that you'd like to do as a woman yourself, and be strong and committed and set those goals. I mean, my goal was to be mayor of the city of Carson, and I set that as a goal when I started working for the city in 1980. And everyone will say, you know, what is your goal? I did a lot of firsts here in the city of Carson. First recreation female program manager, park director, superintendent, and the first female mayor to be elected.
In Carson, wow.
In Carson, California.
Wow, you made it.
I made it, but I had goals and objectives, and I also wrote down what it would take me to get to where I am today. That I had short, medium, and long-term goals as I followed my career path.
So that's the most important thing. We should have a goal. So to the viewers in there, you must set a goal.
You must have a goal, and you must do everything you can to achieve that goal, because you're going to have a few setbacks, but they're just setbacks.
How important is it for the youth to be involved in civic activities and local government?
It's very, very, very important, because the youth, that's our future. And I'm not going to be here forever. And I always take young women under my wings right now today. And I get calls from them, you know, I want to work with you. I want to volunteer your time. I have young women that volunteer and help me out in all of my projects. I involve them. And I think it's very important, because they are future leaders. And what better way to learn how to be a public servant than to serve, than to volunteer your time and your talent without getting compensated.
What makes the city of Carson special to you?
What makes Carson special to me is the diversity. We have a large Filipino population, one of the largest in the South Bay. We have we're like 25 almost across the board. Large Latino population, African American, Caucasian used to be larger, but and so the diversity, because again, where else can you find a city that's the most diverse in the United States than Carson? And it sharpens our skills, and we are able to benefit from each one of the cultures that are here in the city of Carson. All of our special events represent the diversity of the city of Carson. You know, some people say Carson is a party city. No, we celebrate our diversity. And this city belongs to the residents.
Madam Mayor, how does it feel to see Carson represented in national and cultural pageants like Miss Philippines USA?
What an honor. Thank you. And a Carson resident also? Yes. Oh my, are we not excited? We love to see our residents take on those extra challenges and become the face of some of these events. So you can say, I live in the great city of Carson. I mean, you promote us, we promote you, and we celebrate you. So it's very, very important. I'm very excited. One of our athletes that's going to be participating in the LA 2028 Olympics is a Carson resident. And so we're just excited, you know, and we want to be very supportive. So know that you have the support of the city of Carson and whatever you do, but just being in the pageant and saying that you're from the city of Carson is awesome.
Madam Mayor, I will try my best to bring home the crown to make Carson proud. For now, let's take a short break. And when we come back, we will discuss about the relationship of Mayor to the Filipino-American community. So stay tuned.
For over 3 decades, 4X Cargo has been serving Filipinos by picking up and delivering your Balikbayan boxes. Through the years, we strive to find ways to better serve your shipping needs. As part of our commitment, we are proud to offer 4X's small parcel shipping service. From as little as less than a kilo via air or ocean, your items will be delivered to your door. Safe, swift, sure.
Welcome back, everyone. Mayor, what was your memorable experience with Filipino-American community?
Oh, I have so many, but I'm very excited about that I was a staff person when we first started the first Filipino Independence Day celebration some 30 years ago. I was honored to work with the planning committee on that event that has become one of the largest events here in the city of Carson, attracting over 5,000 people. We present it annually here in the city of Carson, and it's to celebrate the Filipino culture. And we have a Filipino History Month. So all those are very important to me. But one thing that stands out for me also is the fact that one of my strongest supporters was Oscar Ramos. Oscar Ramos loved me from the day I ran for office until he passed a couple of months ago. And that, to me, the dedication and his commitment to me is something you cannot put a price tag on. I tell everybody, when I decided to run, I met Oscar. He was always there for me. He'd always say, "You're going to be mayor of this city one day." That's near and dear to my heart, and I love his family. And but the Filipino Independence Day celebration and my relationship with the Filipino Independence Day Foundation, those are very memorable for me.
As someone who believes in hard work, what advice would you give to someone like me stepping up into this pageant role with pride and responsibility?
You've already claimed it. Claim the victory. Claim the victory. And do whatever you can and shoot for the moon. Because, and always remember, the best is yet to come. If you make it, that's icing on the cake. That's what you want to. But don't ever feel that if you don't make it, that you were not a success. You were a success because guess what? A lot of people want to do what you took the courage to do. They sit and talk about entering these pageants, but you, my dear, took it another step further, and you entered the pageant, and you're beautiful.
Can you share what it means for City of Carson to have someone carry its name in a larger stage like this pageant?
How awesome. Miss Philippine USA, we're going to be global. You're going to hear the name Carson every time you walk across that stage. They're going to say, "From Carson, California," and we're going to be watching and cheering you on. So it's an honor to know that we have a resident that has stepped out, that will be representing us on a global platform, and that you will do your best. And like I said before, just by entering the pageant alone and saying you're a resident of the city of Carson just warms my heart.
Thank you, Mayor, for that wonderful message. Listening to that, it warms my heart and really helped me pushes to make sure that I will do my best to compete on this pageant. And ladies, we will take a short break and we will come back to discuss about mentorship and legacy. Stay tuned.
What makes our hearts soar? It's in knowing we have devoted ourselves to serving you with care. The kind of care that goes above and beyond, taking you through unforgettable journeys that last a lifetime. As Asia's first and longest-serving airline, we are made for the skies. Experience 83 years of heartfelt service when you fly with Philippine Airlines.
And we're back once again. Thank you very much for choosing to stay with us with an up-close and personal interview with the Mayor of Carson. Madam Mayor, how do you hope your leadership inspires the next generation of leadership, especially women?
I think that I'm an inspiration to young women because I tell them all the time, if I did it, you can do it also. I was the first for Carson, California, the first female elected, but I will not be the last. And I joke with my colleagues and I say, if you want something done right, get a woman.
Oh, true. I know the power of a woman.
The power of a woman. We know how to multitask, and we can get the job done.
True. I hope he will agree to that one.
Well, I not taking anything from my male counterparts, but women are very sensitive to the needs of people. We raise children. We carry them for 9 months. What better leader could you have?
Yes. To endure the pain during labor and giving birth.
Labor, we've already shown our strength in 9 months, and then having the baby and raising that baby, because you'll always be a mother, regardless of how old these kids get.
True.
You'll always be a mother.
What legacy would you like to leave in the city of Carson and its residents?
My legacy is going to be that I touched the lives of all of the residents here in the city of Carson, and I left the city in a better condition, both financially, developmental-wise. I'm leaving a legacy that says, job well done, my good and faithful servant. And that's going to be my legacy, that I left the city in a better condition than it was when I was elected, and that I touched the lives of someone. I made a difference in someone's life.
Madam Mayor, if you could pass on one lesson to our viewers, what would that be?
To reach for the moon, and if you land among the stars, you're still in good company. Have those goals and objectives, and don't let anyone steer your ship in a direction you don't want it to go. You are the captain of your own ship.
Madam Mayor, once again, thank you very much for gracing us your time. It was an honor hearing a lot of inspirational messages coming from you. More power to you and to the residents of Carson. To all our viewers, thank you very much for watching, and do not forget to click like, subscribe, and follow us for more, and see you soon.
Hungry for the good times, food and family. Island Pacific unites communities. Wag matakot magbigay, giving is for free. We are the same kapwa, I see you and me. Oh, Island Pacific is here for you. In the spirit of bayanihan.
As we wrap up our conversation, it is clear that Carson, California is more than just a city. It is a thriving community built with pride, resilience, and strong leadership. A heartfelt thank you to the Mayor for sharing her insights and vision. The road ahead for Carson is full of promise, and the best is yet to come.